welcome back. Naji here. So let's discuss more use case on n8n. So in this video, we will be discussing on an interesting use case, that is sentiment analysis. So everybody know sentiment analysis is very important to understand the pulse of a customers. So based on the different sentiments, like it may be negative or it may be positive or it can be neutral or it can be customized sentiments. Okay. So based on that, we can take our own actions. So we can do this using an agent, but we have, or n8n has provided a specific node for this one. Okay, so we'll see and we can explore more on this node. So first what I'm going to create is I'm going to create a manual trigger, so which is the starting point of our workflow. And if you explore this and let me search for the sentiment analysis, we can see a node that is called the sentiment analysis. Okay, so here we can see an option to give a text. Okay, so maybe let me go back to the canvas, and here we can see we have an option to give a model, and by default they are providing three sentiments. Okay, this is the default sentiment, that is the positive and negative and the neutral. Okay, so these are the three default sentiments, and we can add more sentiments, so we can explore like how can we do that on that. Okay, so here I'm actually connected with a manual trigger, so let's disconnect this, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to give some kind of a hard coder value this time. So for that I'm taking a set edit field. So let's add here, and I'm giving a key as a text and the value as a just some sentiments. Okay, I think it's not too bad. Okay, so this is my statement. So let me go back. Okay, so here we can see we have a manual trigger is there, and I'm giving a edit field, and I'm connecting this edit field to the our sentiment analysis node. Okay, so instead of this edit field, we can connect with our inbox, or we can connect with our database, anywhere like we can connect. Okay, these things we have discussed earlier. Okay, so since our focus is on sentiment analysis, I'm just giving some hardcode values here. Okay, now let's execute one by one. So I am executing the trigger node and I am executing the edit field. Okay, now let's open this sentiment analysis. Here we can see from the edit field I'm getting I'm getting a message like it's not too bad. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect this with our text analysis. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to add a model. Okay, let's click on the model part and we can search for the OpenAI. Okay, not OpenAI is not only not the one model, we have like a lot of models. Okay, I'm going to select GPT 4.1 mini, so which is only necessary in this scenario. Okay, so we have our model is there, and we have our positive and negative and neutral sentiments are there. Okay, now let's explore more on this. So if you go back here, we can see sentiment categories. We are getting positive, neutral and negative. So this is the sentiment category. So if you want to, if you have like another category, maybe test one, I can add it to here. Okay, now we can see that a test is added. Okay, not only adding the test will give some result, no, right? So we have to have some kind of a prompt to update that. So if you go to the system template prompt, here we can see the system prompt that is used by the this model. Okay, sentiment analyzer. Here you can see you are highly intelligent and the accurate sentiment analyzer, analyze the sentiments of the provided text, categorize them into one of the following. Okay, it has to categorize is one of the following. So if this is a category, then our LLM model have to train with this one, otherwise we have to update our prompt for this one. Okay, so for the time being I'm just removing that, just want to explore this if you want to customize the sentiment. Okay, now this is our prompt, and if you want, okay, now let's execute this, then we can explore the rest of the details. So I'm going to execute it. Let's see what is our result. So here I'm getting an error. I'm getting an error like this during the parsing of LLM output. So it is the LLM, so the sentiment analyzer node is expecting some structure, but our model is not giving that expected structure. Okay, for that what I am going to do, the easy fix is enable auto fix. Let's do that, enable it, then execute again. Fine, the execution is completed. Here we can see the result. Let's go back. Okay, Now we are getting a um, you guys can see a green line on the neutral. Okay, now I can just update my field here. I can say this is not too bad, um, but I loved it. Let's execute this. I'm going to execute everything. Okay, so this time I'm getting a positive sentiments. Right here you can see a positive sentiment, and if I want to do like some triggers, I can attach the node with this. For example, if I want to send an email, I can connect a email node to this particular node. If something, if I want to maybe what I can say, like save this details to the Excel file, I can attach to these nodes. Okay, now let's explore like one more thing, like it's too bad. Let's straight away negative sentiments, right? So um, we can see that it's giving a negative sentiments. Okay, so in this way we can easily integrate sentiment analysis with our n8n workflow. Okay, so let's explore like one more thing, include detailed result. Okay, let me select this, go back and execute. Okay, still it is negative, and okay, let me enable this one. Okay, I just added and include the detailed result, then execute it. We can see the difference. So if you are including the detailed result, here we can see its category, strength, and the confidence can be seen here. So I believe this is very clear and it is very easy to implement. And yeah, so that's all about in this video. So I will attach this this workflow with my YouTube video, so you guys can download and upload it in your workflows. So that's all about this video. Please do like and subscribe. Have a nice day. Bye bye.